Welcome back to another edition of More to Live For. Peace and blessings to all my followers, man, all my subscribers. I definitely appreciate the support from coast to coast, man, state to state, man. I'm trying to spread this message all across. This afternoon, man, I got a special one for y'all, man. Good interview, good brother from Sacramento. I'll let him introduce himself and tell you a little bit about himself, man. And y'all in for a treat.
Yo, what's up with it? It's me.
What's good with you, bro?
Yeah, G-Way, straight out of Sacramento, California, 916. I'm just coming through, show my bro some love. He's showing me love. That show love back.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. That's what it's all about. And I've been fortunate to do quite a few projects, with people from California. And actually, you being from Sacramento, you make fourth guest that I had on from Sacramento. So that just goes to show, that it's all about networking. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do. And reaching out to people that's far away, man, it seems like I get the best results than people that's in arm's reach. So
For sure.
that's another thing. So one thing that I do on my channel, man, like I do a lot of interviews about prison and things like that. My main focus is on autism and sickle cell awareness, things like that. But I often tap into different lifestyles, different cultures of how people grew up and how things are different, but deep down we all the same. So on this particular segment with you, I kind of want to kind of highlight on how it was for you growing up in Sacramento.
Well, shit. I mean, growing up for me in Sacramento, I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up in the crack era. You know what I mean? A lot of gang banging. Just pretty much niggas getting money. Shit. Sacramento, man, it could be a hard place to live in if you're out here running these streets. I ran away from home at 12 years old, and I fell in love with the block. Running the streets, doing whatever I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And I chose who I chose to hang with, and it is what it is.
Right. So let me ask you this, bro. The fact you said that you grew up, in the, that you're an 80s baby and you grew up in the crack era. For my viewers that may not understand, the research that I did and the knowledge that I gained over the years, every every area across the map has a moment. It was a moment in time when crack hit that city. So and being from being that you're talking about being in California during this time, can you kind of go in depth on how deep that was, how things were during that time, being the crack era and being in California out of all places with gang banging and all of that?
Man, I mean, the crack era, man, shit, like, just imagine, like, having family members and shit trying to sell you your cousins Christmas presents and shit. Like, it was that bad, you feel me?
Right.
Niggas was out here trying to hustle, trying to get it however they could, And the gangbanging shit, man, that shit was like in the 90s when I was coming up. I was born in 1980, so in the 90s when I was coming up, the shit banging was banging. You feel me? Like nowadays, niggas still bang, but it's a whole nother different thing, man. Like back in them days, niggas go up and throw them things, chunk their hood up, you feel me? And it is what it is. People got killed. It was a lot of shit going on, but that's pretty much what it was.
All right, so I got a few questions, man. Like I said, man, I'm not trying to, I'm definitely not really trying to get into too much, hood politics or things of that nature. But you kind of said things are different now compared to how it was back then. So, for you, how was your introduction, into the gang culture?
Well, I mean, for me coming in, it was just like nigga bang, nigga, be with the shit, nigga. And this jean wearing ass niggas around us, none of that shit, bro.
Right.
Niggas out here with their flags banging hella hard.
Mm. I definitely understand that. So in your particular case, man, from my understanding, that's just the knowledge that I have here, and from the guys in California that I've been able to watch. I definitely understand that it's a difference. When certain people kind of get blessed in, or they kind of born in, and then other people, get put on. So can
Yeah.
you kind of talk about the differences between that?
I mean, the difference is, like I'm originally, all my family is from the P. You feel me? Which is Old Park. And I was young, so I wasn't fucking 7 years old trying to gang bang. I didn't
Right.
start gang banging until I hit 12. And when I got put on by Meadowview niggas, you know what I mean? That's what it was, and that's what I banged, and that's what I claimed. But originally, all my family is from the P. You feel me? And regardless, I'm always gonna have that in me. But I know what I bang. You feel me? And that's
Right.
10 letters. You know?
All right. So in your particular case, man, like from my understanding, a city like Sacramento, correct me if I'm wrong, but that city is mostly blood gangs, right?
You know what? This shit is so diverse. I'm just keep it real. It's hella Crips out here.
Right.
It's hella Bloods out here. But it's also hella cliques out here now. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Back in my days, there was no such thing as cliques. But to each his own. You feel me?
Right. Right. So growing up for you, man, in your particular case, like was it like a designated high school for your particular hood to go to? Like I hear a lot of guys from
Probably,
LA saying
probably,
things like that.
yeah, probably Burbank and Kennedy. You know, out here, Burbank and Kennedy was like the hottest schools coming up. I put Valley High in there. I went to Burbank. I went to Valley High. I never made it to Kennedy. You know.
Okay. So did you have to deal with the things that other people dealt with in high school, as far as like with gang politics, and being in high school at the same time?
Oh hell yeah! Shit, I had like one time I had like five niggas. My nigga Dirty Kurt was there too. But I had like five niggas try to jump me. On my banging shit. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this. Whatever you gonna be it at your best. You feel me? So
Right.
in my times, I was banging. You know what I mean? And it's just what it was. Every word came out my mouth was blood, 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 blood. You feel
Right.
me?
Okay. Appreciate you sharing that with me, man. Trying to like I said, man, I'm not really trying to glorify any of this, man. Just trying to let my viewers get an insight, man, on how things were out there, during the 90s, man, and the early 2000s.
It's
I'm
shit. It's
assuming.
still. I mean, don't get it twisted. It's still going on. I'm just out the way. I just turned 43
Right.
January 12th. You feel me? So
Happy belated,
yeah,
by the way.
yeah. Thank you. And also, what I mean, I've been down with a broken ankle for 2 years. So
Right.
that's why I've been, as far as being in the streets and all the extra shit, I've been out the way.
Right. Okay. Okay. So was it the lifestyle and that you were living that led to you eventually getting involved in music? Could you tell us about your introduction to music was?
You know what? I always like I always had love for the music. You feel me? Like when I was younger, I used to listen to Michael Jackson and you know
Right.
what I mean, all the old school people and shit, and enjoy that shit. And I would find myself at like 6, 7 years old, remembering all these songs and shit like that. And eventually, I started late. I started rapping when I was actually about 21. You know what I mean? And at first, it was a thing of one of my partners came up to me and started rapping his verse and shit. And he was like, "You can't fuck with this shit. Whoop 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 whoop." It's a song called Gully. And I was like, "Nigga, all right, put me on it." I got
Right.
on the song with him, and ever since then, I just kept going.
All right. So, being that you're a few years older than me, I'm about to turn 38. You're a few years older than me. So,
Mhm.
coming up, man, like, who were your some of your early influences, man? Like, as far as like music, man, like, what did you grow up listening to? I mean, you
Man,
said Michael Jackson, but as far as like rap and things
yeah,
like that.
I'm like a Bones, Thugs, and Harmony. But one thing I will tell you, my favorite rapper is E40. You know what I mean? I fuck with Too Short, Pac. You feel me? I
Right.
wasn't really into the like the East Coast shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? I listen to it. You know what I mean? I like a lot of people out of there too. You know, but I was more into what was going on specifically around me. You know, a
Right.
lot of Bay Area rappers, Sibo, you feel me? Like I like the Messy Marv, you feel me? You know what I mean? It's a list. It's a list of them. You know, Gangsta Dre shit. You know what I mean? Like that was back in the day where niggas could listen to music and they wasn't actually going crazy.
All right. So let me ask you this, man, and I apologize in advance, if this out of pocket anyway, because I'm not sure the relationship between the different areas. But were you already in the music scene when when X Rated was doing his thing before he was
Mm,
incarcerated?
no, I know about X rated actually. I know some family members and all type of shit. And it is what it is. People do their time, and life goes on.
Right. All right. Once again, I was just asking
Oh yeah.
that, completely in a music related way, if that makes sense.
One thing you can do is ask me anything, and I will tell you the truth the best way I know how to do it and be forward with
I heard that.
it.
I heard that. I definitely appreciate that, man. And
Yeah.
I heard you mention the homie Dirty Weather earlier, man. So I definitely want to take this time out, to shout him out. He kind of helped,
For
put
sure.
this project together. So if you could, man, when was it that you first met him?
Man, shit, we go way back. I've been knowing Kurt for 30 years plus. You feel me?
Okay.
We used to do a lot of hot shit when we was younger, man.
Right,
And
right,
he saved my life from some shit. I saved his life from some shit. And unfortunately, he had to do those 20 years, out here doing what we was doing.
right.
But I can say I'm very proud of him. I'm proud that he's on the right road. I'm proud that he has success coming and a lot more coming. Trust me,
Oh
it's a
yeah,
lot of shit
definitely,
coming
man.
up.
Definitely, man. Definitely shout out to the homie, man. Definitely,
Yeah,
man. I definitely once again, bro, I appreciate you being able to do this for me, man, because I get so much game from y'all Cali dudes, man. Just keeping it real, man. I'm cool with the people here where I'm at, but sometimes, when it comes to networking, man, like you just gotta look past where you at, man, and elevate. I
off
understand
top,
where I'm from, but I overstand where I'm at, if that
off
makes
top,
sense. So
off top. I
definitely.
got a question. I got a question for you. A couple questions for you. Like, I never been. You in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
I never been there. So, like, is some of the things that I've told you similar to some of the things that's going on out there?
Uh Well, as far as like the biggest difference from it's really the game culture, man. That's like the biggest difference. But
Yeah,
I can say that where I'm at is more similar to kind of the vibe that's in Northern California versus the vibe in LA and Compton and all of that, as far as like
okay,
with the politics, because it is like as far as the whole state, it is mostly Bloods.
yeah,
And that's, I mean, but it's a nice amount of Crips too. No disrespect to
yeah,
them at all. And
yeah,
it's a large amount of gangster disciple growth development. That's what it's all about now. And that's that's kind of, it's really kind of like on an organization type of vibe or whatever. But
yeah,
in certain places they look at that like, if someone from here that was that was already, plugged in all the way, with growth and development. If they were to hit a federal yard or something like that and come across, maybe somebody from Chicago that was, you know, uh, BD or something like that, it
hmm,
might be, it's going to be a immediate issue, and it's going to be kind of new to somebody coming from here because they're not really pushing that, on a gang type level. You know what I
yeah,
mean? If that makes sense.
yeah. Nah, it makes a lot of sense. I'm like, uh, pretty much, man. If you in this lifestyle, man, you in this lifestyle, and regardless to whatever's going on, once you're a gangbanger, you can never get out. I don't give a fuck who you is. You will never be able to get out. And the reason why I say that because the people that know that you was in some shit and you was living this life and you switch your life up, they still gonna come for you. You know what I
Right.
mean? Once you dedicate your life to something, you in it.
Right.
It's like having a newborn baby. You know you gotta raise that child for the rest of your life. You know you
Exactly.
gotta teach that child and instill things into that child's life so that they know, not to make the same mistakes you made and to be better than you. So
Definitely.
the gangster
Definitely.
shit
Definitely.
real.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. And I tell people, I mentioned this quite a few times in other interviews, man, and it's definitely no disrespect to the guys around here, but it seems that the whole world, when it comes to gang banging, man, it seems like the whole world is mimicking California,
I mean, like,
except for Chicago. That's the only place. But it
yeah,
seems like that's like the mecca of gang banging,
yeah,
California, and then when it comes to BD and GD, Chicago.
yeah.
It just seems like the whole world is mimicking that.
We have to kind of understand too that nobody stays in Cali all their life. People,
Right.
people do, advance and
Yeah.
people do make changes to other places. You know what I mean? That's like my pod family. And this is a pod, this some shit we started, when we was little kids. You know what I mean? It was some pimp and I shit because we were just snatching bitches up and doing this and doing that. And all my niggas is spread it out all across this world. So it's other motherfuckers out here claiming pod shit. You feel me? You know, but that's how it go. You can take whatever in life. You can put one person on it, and if they have the right influence, if they have strong will, and they make you believe, you can spread that shit all across the world. Well, what gangsters did, real gangster made you believe that this is real gangster shit. You feel me?
Right.
If you ain't ready for this shit, step out the way.
Definitely, definitely, man. I definitely appreciate your insight, man, to
Yeah,
to the lifestyle, man, and the culture, man.
outside.
I definitely, before we get up out of here, man, I definitely kind of want to, switch gears back to the music, man. I definitely can't let you get out of here, man, without shouting out your Spotify and all
Don't
your
let
social
me get
media.
out of here without that, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man, for
Yeah,
real.
it's all good. I mean, shit, man. You can find me on Spotify for sure. G Way. G-W-A-Y. Man, go ahead and listen to the music. You're going to find something you like. You're going to find something you love. And
Right.
shit, you know what I mean? Shit, it's good. But you can also find me on Instagram. You feel me? G-Way underscore W-A-Y Gasaway. Gasaway. You feel me?
Right. Right.
And you can also you can find me on Facebook too. The real G-Way. G-W-A-Y. Don't be scared to come look at me. Don't be scared to come feel. Don't be scared to show him some love, man. Because what
Right. I
I'm
heard
finna
that.
do is take this thing right here, this video, and I'm finna share this to all of you people that might not want to see it, but you're gonna see it anyway.
That's what I'm talking about. Straight like that, man. That's what it's all about, man. I say it over and over, man. One hand wash the other, both wash the face, man. It's all
Oh
about
man,
that.
shit. We gonna have some clean faces, man.
I heard that.
The best thing for me to try to do is keep in touch with you and try to link you in with other people that need this opportunity to be heard or to be seen or to be asked these questions because people don't know. A lot of people
Right?
don't know. But um, if you're scared, you're scary.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, in a nutshell, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to just tell your life story and be a part of uh, some step up, some growth, and some change, you feel me? Then holla at E, man, because
I'm
it's gonna
telling
be
you.
all right.
I'm telling you, that's what it is, man. So definitely, man, I appreciate you for doing this for me, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to you, man, and your whole team, man. Keep pushing in the direction that you're pushing, man. But this little conversation with you, man, I definitely can tell that you are full of wisdom, man. And
oh yeah,
I'm about to get on Spotify and YouTube and wherever else. I listen to some of your tracks on
I
YouTube, but I'm about to
appreciate that, man.
see what I can find on Spotify now.
Honestly, I got a lot of shit that I haven't put out that I will. I kind of, I kind of fell off the map for a second. I had been going through a lot of stuff, but I lost somebody dear to me, and I was doing a lot of music with,
Right.
and now I just want to make sure it's right for the both of us. So everything I have for me and him, I've been holding back to get it perfected. But a lot of new music coming soon. Um, I got a couple months I got to sit down, due to surgery. But summertime should be popping like a motherfucker, and I hope to see y'all there.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out west real soon.
Okay, man. Shit. And if you out here, you gonna tap in because you gonna hit Kurt. So I
Yeah,
know I'm gonna see you, man.
for sure, man. For sure. You already know what it is, man.
It's
For real.
all good.
So definitely, man, I'm gonna get ready to wrap things up, man. I definitely appreciate you for doing this, man, and sharing your knowledge, man. So I'm gonna keep on networking with the real ones, man, and avoid the fake ones, man, and enjoy this journey to the top, man, because I ain't
Uh,
gonna never take my foot off the gas.
Man, shit, it's all gas, no brakes, man. I appreciate you.
For sure,
Salute.
definitely, man.
Look, I'm saluting.
Hey, definitely, I see it. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Do your
Definitely,
thing,
man.
man, and we'll be talking soon.
That's a bet. That's a bet. Shout out to my subscribers, man. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that
Look,
notification bell. You
it's right
catch all the
there.
stuff.
The subscribe button is right there. Hit
I'm
it.
trying to tell you, that's all they got to do is just hit it, man. And they locked in.
Yeah.
They locked
Tag
in.
the
They won't
bell.
never miss nothing, man.
Yeah,
So,
tag the bell. You won't miss any of his content.
I
Do that.
mean, when it drop, it comes straight to your phone like a text message. That's all you got
It's
to do.
all
Hit the bell.
good.
So,
Ding.
I'm telling you, I appreciate you, though, homie.
All right.
Peace and blessings to all. Why settle for less? Well, my last name's Moore. This the voice of the North signing out. Peace and blessings to all. We out.
Peace.